Right. So, hello everybody, and welcome to Crunch Sports. I'm Ashwin Kumar, and we're back yet another episode. And it's it's Australia versus India fourth test. It's the final test, and I hope you're all doing very, very well. And we've got Rishi and Santosh back again in the show. Hi, Rishi, and hi, Santosh. How are you guys?
Hey
Hello,
Ashwin,
Ashwin.
fine. How are you?
Great, great. It was a short turnaround from the last video. Didn't have too many days off, so
Yeah,
right, let's get straight into the topics. India versus Australia. India, of course, we're handicapped, like we all know that. We're losing ridiculous amount of players. Almost every match, we're losing a couple of players, and now it's you. All you can do now is just smile and think like, what's going on now?
yeah,
We've lost. Vihari is definitely out for this fourth test. Jadeja is out. Jasprit Bumrah has picked up an injury, which we were all talking about Bumrah not picking an injury from the first test because we didn't have Ishant Sharma when we came into the tour. Then we lost Shami. Then we lost Umesh Yadav, and now we have lost our best bowler in Jasprit Bumrah as well. So difficult times. Rishi, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, you're saying you're right. I think India is in a big concern now with the players, and we had gone with some good players, and then now we have to play with the support players like Shardul Thakur. Then even if you see Mohammad Siraj, then Mohammad Siraj wasn't there in the first 11. He was added only after Umesh Yadav left. So Mohammad
yeah,
Siraj, if you see, then Natarajan, who was added in the squad, he is a support player. He had been there as a net bowler, but now he is going to play. Maybe if he plays, then it'll be good. But yeah, India is in a big concern now, and I think it is important to just survive this match off. If India wins this match, it's a big thing for us, and then head on to the India versus England series. But then that time we need to have some quality players as well.
Exactly. We've lost
yeah,
players for long term. It's not like we've lost
yeah.
them for one test or something. And even the next test, we might be short of players. So, yeah, Santosh, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, at this point, it's not sad. It's just funny. You can just laugh at
Exactly.
this situation we are in. Uh, I think the first time that everyone in the squad has gotten an opportunity, cricket in that way also. But yeah, it's all of the best batsmen and best bowlers are gone, and but I think this is a good opportunity for people to step up and prove their talent in countries like Australia against them. It's a big, huge opportunity. I think they'll step up to the challenge. But yeah, at this point, it's just funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's the team we played in the first test and our strongest team. And now you look at the team we are having to play
Yeah.
now, right now. It's completely two different and opposite teams. And if you would have showed me this team, which is probably going to start tomorrow in the starting of the tour, I would have laughed at it. There was no chance we would see such players. But yeah, you've got to accept the injuries. Injuries are a part of the game, and yeah, we are unfortunate. It's the series is still alive. That's one of the biggest credits you can give to the Indian team because we have been very very unlucky in this tour. We've lost almost everyone, and then we are still in the game going into the
Yeah.
final test at Brisbane. And to make things even worse, Australia have an exceptional record in Brisbane, don't they?
Yeah, the last time lost was 33 years ago against West Indies. They've either won or drawn the match. So, and India have not won at Gabba either. So that adds more pressure on India. So what I think critical is to put runs on the board at Gabba. So that has to be, one thing they have to look to do because Gabba is a batting pitch, as we already know.
Hmm. But these things will, like how you say that if somebody is missing out, then it will be an opportunity for somebody else. So that's what will happen. So now these
Yeah,
all star players of India are missing out. Like 8 to 9 players, if you see, they are missing out from this fourth test match. So if you see that if these people who are going to play tomorrow, if they win the match and if they make the history, then I think that would be the greatest thing in Indian cricket. I think because right now Australia don't have any excuse to give. The last series they lost,
yeah,
they gave an excuse that we didn't have Warner and Smith. Now you have
Exactly.
Warner and Smith. Now go ahead. But they could have
yeah.
won the previous test match. Even Smith had scored, but they couldn't.
It's,
Yeah, yeah, like you said, we'll have to actually create history if we have to go and win this test series, because like you guys said, it's been 32, 33 years since a team has gone to Australia and won a game in Brisbane. And like Santosh mentioned, India haven't won there, so our record isn't that great, and we're basically playing our second team. We're playing a very young side. A lot of we will get into the young team and our predicted lineup, but Australia have got a force change. Pekovsky is out, and they're playing Marcus Harris, I guess, right?
Yeah, Harris. Yeah.
Yes.
So no, Matthew Wade misses out, so Harris comes in. That's their only change. The lineups for Australia have been declared one day or a few hours before. We usually did that for the first and second test, but not this time. This time BCCI and have decided not to release the playing 11, because I think even they're confused who to pick. You never know.
Exactly.
Overnight, someone might fall off the bed and get injured. The current way we're going at right now. So we'll see. Let's get into the predicted lineup. Rishi, what do you think? Do you think? Look, we know that Vihari is out. Jadeja and Jasprit Bumrah are out as well. So, what is talking about the batting? Would you bring in even Mayank Agarwal might be?
So he's under
out.
the scanner right again. So he's injured. So he's under the scanner. So I'll go with Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill to open. Then I'll take in Cheteshwar Pujara. Then there's an option to keep in if I'm going with Shaw there at number 4. Then I'll play Ajinkya Rahane at number 5, and then Rishabh Pant at number 6. Then we don't know whether Ravichandran Ashwin is there to play or not. So if he's there, then him, or else I'll play with Washington Sundar, because he'll give us batting as well. Then I'll go with Shardul Thakur, Mohammad Siraj, Navdeep Saini, and who else is left? Kuldeep Yadav.
Right. Considering that Brisbane is a batting wicket, would you play 2 spinners, or would you bring in an extra seamer or play an extra batsman?
So in that case, then I'll go with Natarajan for Washington Sundar, because Natarajan, both of them haven't made their debut yet, because both of them had come here as support players. But you can see that Natarajan probably is having better experience. We cannot say that both are good, because both haven't proved yet. But you can say in those records what they have played, how many matches they have played, Natarajan might be a better option if the wicket doesn't, support spinners.
Right, Santosh. What's your team?
Yeah, the top 4 would remain the same for me, and then I would play Rishabh Pant or Mayank Agarwal depending on who's fit, and then Prithvi Shaw, as he told. If Rishabh Pant is not fit, then you have to play Wriddhiman Saha. So that's another force change. He has to mix and match a lot. So
we don't even know. Firstly, we have forced changes, and then we have a couple of doubts as well. So go ahead.
Yeah, now even the replacement is injured, so you don't know who to pick and who's not going to play. And then if for Jadeja, I think I would play Washington Sundar. I would still go with an extra batsman, because considering it's a batting wicket. And for bowling, I would pick Shardul Thakur for Bumrah.
Right. It's really difficult for the Indian board right now and for the management to pick a team, because you've got players injured who are definitely out, but you've still got people under the scan who you don't know, and it's gonna be very difficult. Talking about a bowling, we came into the series without Ishant Sharma, and then our front 3 or a quick 3 were Umesh Yadav, Shami, and Jasprit Bumrah, and then in the following next 3 tests, we lost them one by one. And now we're playing Siraj, Saini, and one of Shardul Thakur and Natarajan. And out of that, the most experienced fast bowler is Mohammad Siraj. He has played 2 test matches. Siraj is our most experienced fast bowler with 2 test matches. Saini has played 1 test. Shardul Thakur had played last year, but he bowled only 11 balls and he got injured. So he has an experience of only 11 balls in test. So we have got no experienced quick bowlers, and Natarajan, if he plays, then that'll be his debut. So it's a very, very difficult situation for India. And then we were reliable on Ashwin to pick up wickets. There's a 50-50 chance if he will play or not.
Okay.
Jadeja picked up 4 wickets in the first innings, I guess, and he's out. So the whole team is handicapped, and we're having to play a complete different bowling lineup. And
But
batting,
just a point to add on here, like
right.
you just said that there are no experienced bowlers. But if you see that Shardul Thakur has played 102 matches, I guess he's played 102 matches at the first class level. Yeah, not at the international level, but then first class also. I think it does matter because Ranji Trophy has some good players as well, and India A does play with good. It's not like they play against Sri Lanka A or Pakistan A or something like that. They do play against Australia A and New Zealand A or England Lions or something like that. So he has played well there also, and he has that much experience to come out and play for India. So I think Shardul Thakur will be a key element for India as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not telling that we haven't got
Yeah.
the quality. We have definitely got that quality, and that's why they are in the squad. But yeah, they have first class and all, but this isn't in India. That's the biggest concern. It's in Australia, and look, we all know how cocky Australian batsmen get, especially Smith and Labuschagne with their no runs and all that crap. So they will look to like put pressure on our bowlers from a different point of view from whatever they do, maybe sledging or whatever they do. So that's something they'll have to cope up with. And yeah, it's an opportunity for them. They probably won't get a bigger opportunity than this, considering all our main bowlers are injured. So it's an opportunity for them to shine, and they are the future of Indian cricket as well. So, and like you said, Shardul Thakur will be important. He can bat as well. We have seen that, and even in the IPL, he got some quick runs. So he. Like we guys said in the previous previews as well, that Australian tailenders, they get runs, but Indian tail doesn't. And then if you get Shardul Thakur as replacing as Bumrah, maybe bowling wise he's not better than, you can't compare him with Bumrah, but he's a better batsman than Bumrah. So that will be important as well. You were saying something? No. So my predicted lineup. Well, I wouldn't change the openers. The openers have to be the same. Saumil says just heard Ravi Shastri is included in the 11. I wouldn't be surprised because we have got absolutely no one. So hopefully Ravi Shastri doesn't get injured tonight.
Hope he's fit enough to do this thing.
He definitely looks very fit, doesn't he? So,
Yeah.
I would stick with the opening pair. Even if Prithvi Shaw is playing, I wouldn't change it because you don't need to fix something which hasn't been broken. We tried Mayank Agarwal and Prithvi Shaw, and even if Agarwal comes and even if he's playing, I would still stick with Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill because they had good opening partnership in the third test. First innings they got 70 and second innings they got 71. So I wouldn't change the openers. Then moving on, Pujara number 3. Then Rahane has to play, of course. I'm confused. Look, if Shaw is, if Mayank Agarwal is fit, then I'm leaning towards Mayank Agarwal because he has been, in this series, he has been poor, but I would pick him over Shaw because he's firstly experienced. And in the previous tests, Agarwal has done decent. So, yeah, Prithvi Shaw can play, and I wouldn't have a problem if he plays. I wouldn't complain about it, but I would personally pick Mayank Agarwal, and he's more experienced, he's more mature, and I can trust him to play in the middle order more than I trust Prithvi Shaw. So, and I'm confused. Would you guys play Wriddhiman Saha and play Rishabh Pant as a complete batsman?
I mean, again, depends on if Agarwal is fit or not. So if he is fit, then I think Wriddhiman Saha won't play and Rishabh Pant will play. But if he's not fit, then we'll have to include Rishabh Pant and again play Wriddhiman Saha. So I don't know if Shaw is, and if he'll play. So I guess it'll be Rishabh Pant if Agarwal is not fit as an extra batsman, and Saha will keep. Otherwise, it'll be Mayank Agarwal and Rishabh Pant playing.
Yeah, would you, if Mayank Agarwal is not fit, hopefully he is, so would you play Prithvi Shaw or would you play Saha?
I would play Saha.
It again depends, right? Yeah, it again depends. because if you see that Rishabh Pant also had got injured in last match. So if Rishabh Pant is fit to keep, okay, I'm not talking about fit to play because we had seen him scoring 97 runs, so he's fit to play. But as a fielder, he can play. If he's fit to keep, then I think Saha is out. He cannot play. Saha cannot play. Then we'll go ahead with Prithvi Shaw if Mayank Agarwal is also not fit to play. If Mayank is fit to play, then undoubtedly Mayank is going to play because with the records he's scored, like with the runs he scored in tests before, that's undoubtedly keeping him ahead.
Saumil says, don't you think they should play Prithvi Shaw as opener? Would any of you play Prithvi Shaw as an opener?
No.
Why would you break something that's been successful with the past 2 innings? I mean, 70 odd is not a
scoring
great
70
score.
runs. Yeah, that's what. Right.
But then comparatively to the last 10 years, what India has done outside, it is a good start. So I think I wouldn't break that, Rishi.
Right. And 20, it's been so many years since we have seen 70 runs being scored, and that too in both the innings of a test outside India. So 70 runs outside India in both the innings is something which is strong, and it gives us a good start. So I think, and Prithvi Shaw is he would be a good option to keep, an attacking batsman between Rahane and Pujara. So probably if Rohit Sharma and Gill open and they score some 70 or 80 odd runs, and if unfortunately, I'm not saying wicket should fall, but unfortunately if wicket falls, then we can once Pujara goes, and if another wicket falls after some time, like after 150 or 200 on runs, then Prithvi Shaw can come in to keep a momentum from one side, because if you see Cheteshwar Pujara inside and Rahane is also there inside, so both of them they'll keep playing those those defenses, and then opposition will get bored and then they'll start bowling their negative bowling, which we have seen till now. So if Cheteshwar Pujara and Rahane are going to come together, I would preferably keep one Shaw into between them. So if Pujara is there on the crease and nobody else is there in the opposite side, I'll put Shaw in.
Yeah, Prithvi Shaw hasn't played in the middle order. Yeah, that's gonna be a test. But I would rather now, because Shaw isn't in form, I would rather play him in the middle order when the ball is a little old.
Exactly.
Give him that new ball.
So give him the freedom to hit also, because if you like how
he can play his game.
Right. So if he comes at number 4, and then Rahane will come at number 5, and again Rishabh Pant will come at number 6. So we'll have that even break. What do you say? Breakage of. So if you see Rohit is going to play as number 1, he's going to play as strike opener. Then we have Gill to play as defensive and strike. But then when it comes to Pujara, he's only defensive, doesn't score many, as doesn't start attacking. Then again, if you come at Rahane, then it will get stuck there. So you need someone to keep the momentum going. So if you keep Shaw between Pujara and Rahane, then momentum will be going. So there'll be somebody who will keep the pace.
I agree with that.
That is interesting. Yeah, I agree with Rishi. That is an interesting point of view.
Yeah, and if there's a chance or if there's a possibility that Rishabh Pant and Prithvi Shaw are playing together, right, that would be some partnership. And we'll wrap up the show. It's gonna be a very hard match, considering Australia's fantastic record at Brisbane. It's their fortress, and they never lose there. So it's gonna be very difficult. We don't even have our best players, but we know that for a fact, whether we are playing our best level or not, this Indian lineup and this Indian team, they're not going to give up till the last ball. They will try to fight it out and possibly try to get a result.
Okay, match predictions. Quick match predictions.
Yes.
What are your predictions, Santosh?
I will still go with India. I mean, not best 11, people injured. But the intent they have showed and the braveness is, amazed me. So I think I will still go with India.
Rishi?
Yeah, I'll go for, if it's a draw also, I'll be happy. And I'll be more happy even if it will be a win for India. I don't want Australia to win. That is for sure. If India wins or India draws the test match also, it will be good. Because we need to retain the trophy. Doesn't matter if we get those points on because we don't have those many players. If we had players also, no problem. India could have won this game.
Yeah, right. We are going as, I wouldn't say underdogs, but Australia are definitely the favorites for this, considering they have an exceptional record there, and then they are playing their strongest 11, and we are playing basically our B team. So, but yeah, like you guys said, the players in that team are fighters, and we'll fight there and try to get a result. We'll definitely play with a positive intent, and I've got all my predictions wrong this series. I wouldn't want to jinx it, but let's just hope India wins. I wouldn't mind a draw, but I think there will be a result in this match. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be. Look, it's gonna be difficult. We'll have to put runs on the board, which will be very important because Australia will be very, very confident in that stadium, and it's a batting pitch as well. So they'll be looking to add a lot of runs. So we'll have to bat well. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see who we play. It's very hard to predict our lineup right now with the injuries we have. Someone is saying, "Boys, India are taking it home."
Get
Yeah.
home.
Is it the first time someone is supporting India at this test? Because in the first two events,
Yeah, last time was a
he went
draw,
for a
yeah.
draw in the third, and now he's going for he's backing India for the first time. Hopefully, he's right.
Backing India
he's
for the
got
first time.
Yeah, exactly. He's got most of his predictions right, so hopefully he's
Right,
right again. So, yes, big test match coming up. It's the final test. It's there to be taken from both the teams. And right, let's wrap up the show. Thanks guys for coming on, and thanks
Thank
viewers
you.
for watching. And make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more sports content. And you guys can follow us on Instagram. You'll get the links down in the description box below. And yeah, thanks for coming on, and we'll meet you all in the next one.